Nah, Umar done lost it. This man begging women for 500 just to sit across from him at lunch talking about it's a donation to the school. And then he tries to flex like, oh, don't worry, sis. I'm going to pay for the food. Like,
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
bruh, that ain't a flex when she just dropped half a stack to be there in the first place. And the crazy part, he sells it like it's some special program. Lunch with the doctor, private, exclusive, any restaurant in Delaware. But let's call it what it is. This man panhandling with a suit on. And instead of fixing his mess with the school, he out here running side hustles like a rapper who fell off. It's embarrassing, bro.
Embarrassing.
Our community don't need another fake leader begging for cash. We need somebody real. And Umar, he proving every day he ain't that. So here's the setup. Umar went live pitching this brand new program for the ladies. He calls it Lunch with the Doctor. The deal, you send a $500 donation to the FDMG Academy, and in return, you get a private lunch date with him at any restaurant in Wilmington, Delaware. He made sure to brag like, don't worry, Queen, I'm going to pay for the food. Bruh, you already got her money. That's like robbing somebody, then buying them a sandwich to say thank you. And what makes it worse, he said it over and over like he was trying to hypnotize folks. Lunch with the doctor, lunch with the doctor. Fam, that's not a program. That's desperation. This man turned GoFundMe into Tinder. And then Umar took it to another level. Instead of just saying, yo, it's a lunch date, he started threatening dudes like, don't hate, brothers, because if I ask your wife if she want that luncheon, if I ask your baby mama if she want that luncheon, we know what she gonna say. Bruh, that ain't professional. That's some greasy late night club talk. He even called women romantic prisoners. Like, what kind of language is that? Then he hit the ego switch, bragging about being 6'3", dark-skinned, North Philly beard, Pan-African king energy. Even said, don't make him take off his shirt and turn into King Kong beating his chest. Like, what?
You to lunch, private lunch, any restaurant you want in the state of Delaware. It's called Lunch with the Doctor, and it costs you $500. You don't pay for the lunch, I pay for the lunch. Any restaurant in the state of Delaware. Oh, yes. Brothers, don't hate. We got to stop hating. Brothers, we got to stop hating. Don't hate my ninja, because if I ask your wife if she want that luncheon, if I ask your wife if she want that luncheon, if I ask your baby mom, do she want that luncheon with the doctor, we know what she gonna say, ninja. Don't test my intellectual gangster. If I roll up on your girlfriend, your live-in prisoner, you call a girlfriend. If I roll up on your live-in prisoner, your romantic prisoner, you call a girlfriend, who ain't there because she want to be, she there because she got to be. If I roll up on your romantic prisoner, my brother, if I roll up on your romantic prisoner, you call a girlfriend who living with you because she got to, not because she want to. Do she want that lunch date with the doctor? Do your wifey want that lunch date with the doctor? I think we all know the answer to that. Me and you are not the same. I keep telling you that. Me and you, we not the same. You not 6'3", dark chestnut Cocoa Brown with the North Philly beard, Leo King, ninja. You ain't Pan-Africanist number one. Nobody flying you to every continent to hear what you got to say. Only me. Don't make me take my t-shirt off and turn into King Kong right now. Don't make me beat my chest. Don't make me beat my chest. King Kong. Stop.
At this point, it don't even sound like a leader. It sounds like a dude trying to be a mix between a scammy preacher and a B-list influencer. The lunch date ain't about the school. It's about Umar feeding his ego. And this right here is the pattern with Umar. Every move he makes got a price tag, and it's always dressed up as a donation. One day it's send money because my account's frozen. Next day it's donate so we don't lose the school. And now it's pay $500 for a private lunch. Like, bruh, just admit you hustling. At this point, he the self-proclaimed prince of panhandling. And instead of building a real system, selling a product, or showing us where the money goes, he's out here passing the hat like a street performer. Only difference is a street performer actually gives you a show. Umar just gives excuses. And just when you think it can't get dumber, Umar pops up in a casino standing at a damn slot machine talking about, we need that 1.2 million for the school. Let's hit this wheel of fortune real quick, family.
Black family, Vegas, I enjoyed you. Thanks for coming out. Kings, queens, elders, and youth. It was all October or November for the Nevada State Black Parent Know Your School Rights Boot Camp. Oakland is going down today. Oakland, today the Prince is back. 5 long years. Last visit was 2016, sold out double lecture, just like Vegas. Today we will be at the Church of All Faiths in Oakland. Church of All Faiths, 2100 5th Avenue. 2100 5th Avenue. Black Parent Advocate book release, 550 pages of liberation information for the babies. Crush special ed, crush ADHD, crush conduct disorder, crush ODD, crush expulsion, crush misdiagnosis, crush medication. Oaktown, the Prince is back.
I don't like
West
that
Coast
preacher song.
Ifatunde. West Coast Ifatunde. West Coast Ifatunde. I'm feeling good today. I don't gamble, but we need about $1.5 million for the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy renovation. We need about $1.5 million for the Garvey building. We need $1.5 million for the Garvey building. We need $2 million overall. So we're gonna play and we're gonna hit today. We're gonna play and we're gonna hit today, family. Let me show you what we're about to do. Let me show you what we're about to do, family. We're about to get us some money for the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy. We about to get some money. I need that 1.2 right there. Y'all see that? That's what we need. That's what we need. That 1.2 mil. Y'all see that? That will get the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy, the whole campus. This will take care of the whole campus, family. This will take care of the whole campus, family. That 1.2, that will take care of the whole campus. So we gonna do Wheel of Fortune, Ifatunde style. We style. Now, y'all got to help me out because I don't know how to gamble. And I see all kind of shit. I see a wheel. I see the bar. How do I play this? We need this money for FDMG, family. We need this money. So what do I do? Okay. Cash out, service.
You know what?
I have to play, family. Y'all think I'm playing. How do we play this?
You don't. You don't
How
play
do we-
it. That's
one
how
line
you
of
play.
credit?
You don't.
We need this right here. We need this 1.2 to Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy. We need this 1.2. Do I want one line of credit? Repeat the bet. Okay, I just spent $20. We did 3 spins. We didn't hit for FDMG. Okay, the ancestors don't want me to get the money this way. The ancestors don't want me to get the money this way, family. We gotta get the money with the donations. Hit the Cash App. Y'all want me to go broke? Hit the Cash App. $FDMG School. Hit the PayPal. PayPal.me/F. Play the dollar machine? Where the dollar machine at? Somebody said play the dollar machine. We gotta get these schools done, family. Hit the Cash App. $FDMG School. PayPal.
Podcast. Now, I don't have a problem with doing a podcast. There are a few podcasts I will absolutely do, but he's on TV. He's doing something all the time.
This is somebody named Yvette Carnell. She said she got the T on Dr. Umar.
He's always on somebody's show. He's always in another country. He's always at an event. You need, when you're doing something that has never been done, you better sit down somewhere and shut up and figure it out. I told y'all Umar was half crazy when he went on Joe Budden's pod. At the end of the pod, he listed 20 things that he was about to do. I'm going to have a women's conference, a kids conference, a journalism conference. I'm going to have a conference for relationship. I'm going to have a conference for people who like peanut butter. I said, did y'all hear this? This man listed out 10 different kinds of conferences that he's going to have. I said, do you understand how hard it is to put on one conference? But that's what happens when you're not a real leader and you just sitting around playing dolls. You remember when you had a doll and you was like, this doll work at the school, and this doll wash cars, this doll right here, he drive post office truck, and you were a kid. But when you get adult, you figure out, hey, in order to do this, I don't have all of the competencies for it. You can't have all the competencies. So who else can do it? There's no way I'm gonna write the do what I do and write and be good enough to write this reparations book, right? So Aisha jumps in and she writes it. She has that expertise. Everybody don't have everything on it. Let's just say ain't no board. It's just day school, because that's what I think. The $250K. We're talking about a boarding school. That's how you always running around like a big old child. Let me just put up a couple. Like I said, we're not gonna be here long night. I don't want to spend no. I got stuff to do. I ain't got time to be. Oh, this man's crazy. I'm telling you, it's something going on here. Oh, so we said license and accreditation. That's $50 to $250K. We're talking about a boarding school. That's how he started out. Initial staff and recruitment $200K to $500K, and that's low, because he's talking about. That is that's lowballing. And we can just let's just say it's a day school. That's still lowballing it. Let's just say ain't no board. It's just day school, because that's what I think we ended up with. He lowballing. Let's go to marketing, admissions, and outreach. That's $50K to $150K. Let's go to working capital, $1 million to $2 million to cover initial months before tuition flows in. Typical startup costs, low end $4.5 to $5 million. High end $15 million if you're building or gut rehabbing an older property. This is stupid. This has always been stupid. And for some reason, we're just unwilling to call a thing a thing. And we will sit back for years, not months, not days. We will sit back and for years and say, oh, I got love for the brother. Let's give him a chance. Hey, listen to me.
Y'all think Dr. Umar done scammed us?
I can have love for you and say, you can't do this. And get them people their money back. Get them people their money back. You have to be able to, you cannot, we got you 5 years in, we got a building. You don't have a building that works, sir, for what you're trying to do. And you don't have the money for that. And I don't see you somewhere working to get that capital in. Like we shouldn't even see Umar unless somebody has him out somewhere fundraising. We shouldn't even see him. You see me when I'm out somewhere I'm here because I don't get it. It's apparent to anybody with eyes to see, but we don't have eyes to see. We give all of the wrong people a chance. Everybody who is trying to hustle, steal, here they come in. We came and we told y'all, hey, Jay Morrison had a bankruptcy. He said he sold his own dairy to crack. You think about it as a community, what we could have done with all of that money. You think about our politics, you think about how we could help each other, and there has to be some type of return. Like I said, with ADOS and the ADOS Advocates Fund, I have done.
Bruh, donations ain't enough. Now you trying to hit jackpots for the kids. That's not a business plan. That's a lottery ticket. And the worst part, he didn't even know how to play. Asking folks, do I press this? How do I spin? Like watching your grandma try to work an iPhone. He throws $20 in, spins 3 times, loses, and then has the nerve to say, the ancestors don't want me to get the money this way. Hit the Cash App instead, family.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man. I'm saying.
So basically, when the slots didn't bless him, he turned right back around and begged the internet. That's not leadership. That's comedy. And it's the part that makes it even more insulting, because there are folks out here actually building schools with way less money than Umar ever touched. Take Q Butter, for example. He got a legit school up and running. You can walk in, see kids learning, see the results, and he ain't raised no 1.6 million to do it. Meanwhile, Umar raised all that bread, and instead of progress, we see him at casinos, on live streams, or selling $500 lunch dates. It's absurd, bruh. Years of donations, gone. No transparency, no budget breakdown, not even a real website to track what's coming in and what's being spent. Everything's running through Cash App like he hustling out the trunk.
Ask the people for $1. I have never asked the people for $1 in my life. So hit that Cash App. Let me see who on the Cash App. Where them donations at? Nabiha, $1. Nabiha, you thicker than a snicker. How you only giving me $1? Your hair costs more than that, Nabiha. That suit you got on costs more than that. Built like a brick house, giving me $1. Hit the Cash App. All my rappers, hit the Cash App. Sean Carter, hit the Cash App. Beyonce, hit the Cash App. Ice Cube, hit the Cash App. Dr. Dre, hit the Cash App. Brothers and sisters, give me your grit money. Give me your weave money. Give me your perm money, your Jordan money, your Alizé money, your 40-ounce money. We need the money, brothers and sisters. I'm gracious, but I'm not content. Because I know y'all got a lot more to give me than some $250,000. Ask the people for $1. I have never asked the people for $1 in my life. I have never asked the people for $1 in my life. I've only asked you to donate to the FDMG Academy for Boys. I don't have any sons. I have 2 daughters. How much you spend on your weave? How much you spend on your nails? How much you spend on lunch? How much you spend for entertainment? How much you spend at the white restaurant? And you want a $1 refund, a $2 refund, a $10 refund.
And people still defending this man. Like, nah, give him time. Time, he been at this for a decade. If it ain't up and running by now, it ain't never gonna be. And look, people love comparing Umar to other so-called leaders, but the difference is clear. Tariq Nasheed said he was gonna open a museum, and he actually opened one. Yeah, folks can clown that he turned it into comedy nights or whatever, but the building exists. You can walk in. Meanwhile, Umar, he been raising money for a decade and still ain't got nothing to show. Every time somebody calls him out, he flips it. Racism, frozen accounts, ancestors blocking the path. Bro, enough with the excuses. Other cats made promises and delivered, even if it wasn't perfect. Umar just makes promises and piles up excuses. And by now you see the pattern. Every few months, Umar pops back up with some new hustle. Frozen bank accounts, emergency donations, march on City Hall, $500 lunches, slot machine fundraisers. It's always the same cycle. Loud speeches, wild promises, and then the begging. No updates, no receipts, no transparency, just the next stunt. At this point, it don't even look like he's trying to build a school. It looked like he's trying to keep his name trending, like he wants fame, good or bad, because he think any attention is better than none. And bruh, that's where he dead wrong. Because once people stop trusting you, all that noise don't mean nothing. And that's the sad part, man. Because Umar gotta know by now. This ain't about building no school anymore. This is about keeping his face out there. He thinks the controversy, the clown moves, the begging, it's all gonna make him more famous. But he don't get it. Fame without credibility is useless. You're not inspiring nobody. You just giving people something to laugh at. And for a dude who once had folks believing he could be the next big voice for the community, that's a hard fall. I'll admit, I believed at 1.2, thought he could have been an asset. But what he's doing now, just dividing us even more, playing games with people's money and turning his own name into a punchline. So here's the real lesson. Don't fall for personalities over proof. Anybody could talk slick. Anybody could scream for the people. But if the receipts don't match, if the track record is nothing but excuses, that's not leadership. That's manipulation. Umar had the trust, the spotlight, the money, and instead of building something real, he burned it, chasing attention. That's why you got to protect your pockets, protect your faith. Because once you give it to the wrong person, they can set the whole community back. So now I got to ask y'all, do you think Umar ever really planned to open that school? Or was it always just about keeping his name hot, even if it meant looking crazy? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to see where the people stand on this. I see you on the next one. Panda out.